Good afternoon, the state news. My name is David Ojo. Governor Ademola Adeleke says his administration remains committed to supporting the development of Osun State University, just as he stated that the newly birthed University of Ilesha will be built to a world standard. Governor's office correspondent Abdurrahim Adekelekun has more on the story.
Law, Osun State University Junior Osun Professor Majid Alabi and other members of the college in his office. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke commended the management of the university for making the Ivory Tower a shining light among world universities, saying he is proud of Junior Osun as a legacy of the People's Democratic Party. Senator Adeleke assured that his administration will do everything necessary to support the growth and development of the university, just as he vowed to build another world-class university out of the new University of Ilesha, while calling on the university administrators to sustain the tempo of best practices and professionalism. Governor Adeleke called for transparency in the running of state-owned tertiary institutions.
The Osun State University is a shining light among world universities. Yes. I am proud of the university as a PDP legacy. Our administration is committed to supporting further growth and development of the university. In similar vein, we will build the University of Ilesha to a world standard by the special grace of our university administrators to sustain the tempo of best practices and professionalism.
In his address, the Provost of College of Law, Ifetedo campus of Junior Osun, Professor Majid Alabi, lauded the governor for his government that is characteristic of fear of God, humility, and love for humanity since assumption of office. Professor Alabi said the visit was to invite the governor of Osun State to the third in the series of distinguished personality lecture to be delivered by retired Justice Majid Owade on the 31st of May 2023. According to him, the topic of this year's lecture will be Supreme Court of Nigeria and recent developments in public law.
I'm here as a leader of a team from the College of Law, Osun State University, to invite His Excellency, the Governor of Osun State, to the third in the series of the distinguished personality lecture of our college, expected to be delivered by the Honorable Justice Majid Adekunle Owade, retired Justice of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, who will be talking to us on the 31st day of May this year on the Supreme Court of Nigeria and recent developments in public law.
In another development, Osun State Governor Senator Adeleke received the management of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC), who came to pay courtesy visit on the governor, led by the state coordinator Mr. Agbo Ndoma. The state coordinator thanked Governor Adeleke for honoring the Corps' invitation to attend the declaration of orientation course, saying Senator Adeleke was the only governor across Nigeria that attended the training program. Mr. Agbo assured that corps members deployed to the state are ready to give their best in service to their fatherland and appealed to the governor to come to the aid of the service in the areas of construction of office complex, renovation of the orientation camp, and augmentation of food items for the youth corps members, as well as upward review of allowances of corps members, among others.
Brigadier Awadi Ahmed, members of the NYSC Osun State family, corps members, want to once again say a very, very big thank you. During the swearing ceremony, it's on record that you were the only governor nationwide personally presided over the 2023 batch S2 orientation course.
Responding, Governor Ademola Adeleke approved the request for augmentation of foodstuffs with immediate effect for the corps members and promised that government will look into other requests. Senator Adeleke said his administration will deploy necessary support to make the Osun State office of the NYSC the best in Nigeria.
So we have that to make sure that everything is okay. I can assure you, like I said, we're going to take a look at it and do it slowly but surely.
It has been Abdurrahim Adekelekun reporting.
State-based political commentator Abiodun Adegoke and Aziz Ademola of Fountain University have said that ideal candidates for the 10th National Assembly should have a combination of competence, experience, and capacity. The duo made the observation shortly after featuring on News and Current Affairs program, The Nation Today. They also said the President of the Senate should be zoned to the southeast for equity. The duo speaks further.
Things have really gone bad for the country, and the only way, the only arm going that can correct the wrongs that we actually experience in the country now is that the red chamber and the green chamber. So what they need to do is to work hand in hand. The green chamber and the red chamber need to work hands in hands to show that they deliver the deliverables to the majority of Nigerians. How do I mean? I don't want to see a house that will be fighting with the executive. I want to see a house that will agree decided to agree on some issues that this is not too good for this country, this is good for the country, and they should again look at, if possible for them to sit tightly and look at it. This concern of this country is not really too good for us. Let us look at how we can review it. All these amendments should stop.
I think an Orji Uzor Kalu Senate presidency will be a very good thing for this country, so that the people of the Southeast can have a sense of belonging in the scheme of things in this country.
Governor Ademola Adeleke has been eulogized for taking giant stride in renovating school buildings and procuring the basic teaching aids to ensure effective teaching at different schools in the state. The deputy coordinator of the National Association of Nigerian Students, Comrade Sahid Afolabi, stated these while speaking with Osbc News. Comrade Afolabi also enjoined federal government to accommodate the evacuated students into the nation's higher institution in order to catch up with their educational pursuits.
Federal government is without action in evacuating them to Nigeria so that they can come and meet their parents in Nigeria. The federal government can also find a way of maybe those schools, anyone that is in the university or polytechnic or college education, they can do some exam for them so that if anyone who pass can continue from the level he or she in Sudan.
A final funeral ceremony of the late Oba Loyan of Ibaland, Chief Joseph Kende Alayode, commences tomorrow evening with Christian wake at his residence of Alliance compound, Iba, Osun State. A release by the family indicates that funeral service hold on Friday at St. Peter's Anglican Church, Ireland, Iba, while interment follows immediately at his residence. The release adds that entertainment of guests hold at St. Peter's Primary School playing ground, Iba. The late Oba Loyan of Iba, Chief Alayode, who died at the age of 103, is survived by wives, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and relatives. And with that story comes to the end of State News on Osbc TV. Join us at 5 for evening news. Thanks for watching and bye for now.